big question for you. Are you happy in your relationships right now? If you are or aren't, do you want to increase that happiness? Well, I'm here to tell you that today in this video, I'm going to give you the top tips that I have learned through trial and error of how to be happy in your relationships right now. Hey, my name is Abbi J, and I'm really excited to share with you these tips, or maybe more so than tips, these questions that you should ask yourself, whether that's with your significant other, with your mother, with your friends, with your coworkers. These questions are going to change the level of your happiness and the joy that you are experiencing daily. So buckle up for my third video in my series of how to increase your happiness. The first question to ask yourself is, are you happy? Are you happy in this relationship? Are the people that you are spending your time with making you feel happy? It's so straightforward, and yet some of you will be able to answer that like, yes, absolutely, next question, move on. And some of you are going to struggle, and some of you are going to wonder, am I happy? And then you're going to say, yes, oh no, yes I am. And then you're going to say, I don't know. And that's where I was with a lot of my relationships. These are people that you love, you're committed to them in some way, whether that's just as friends or as lovers or as siblings or as companions and friends. And yet you really have to honestly ask yourself, is this person making me happy? And however you answered this question is already going to tell you so much about either the reasons you are happy right now with your relationships or that you aren't happy with your relationships. And so if you answered no or maybe or I don't know, it's okay. There's things that we can do to increase your joy and happiness and turn that into a resounding yes. But it all comes down to action, and it all comes down to you getting really serious about who you let into your life and the respect that you show for yourself. We just think, oh, I love them, I'll forgive them, but we don't think about us and our happiness. And it's why sometimes your boyfriend can make you so miserable, or sometimes your friends seem to be so catty and not have your back, and it's because you're not answering this question honestly of like, are they making me happy? And if not, what am I gonna do about it? My second question to ask yourself is, do I like who I am when I'm around these people or this person? Now, this is huge because a big part of our happiness, like I talked about in my first video on happiness, how to be happier with yourself, is that you've got to be true to who you are. And if you're with people that you feel like you aren't really your authentic self, or man, if they really knew what I was like, or that if I liked these certain things or that I don't like doing these things, then they're not going to want to hang out with me. They're not going to want to be with me, or they might think less of me. That affects your happiness. It really does, because you are on guard and you don't feel like people love you for you. They love you for the person that you're trying to be. So truly, in those relationships that you want to experience the most joy and happiness, you have to be your authentic self. I remember when I met my husband, Josh, I loved who I was when I was around him. He made me feel like I was enough and that I didn't have to put up this facade because he liked who I was. And that made me feel incredible, and it made me just want to live to my authentic self and not feel like I had to put up any walls. And I like who he inspires me to be. So, is that what your relationships are like? And if they are, amazing power to you. You know what I'm talking about. But if they aren't, then really, is this somebody you want to spend your time with? And my last question to ask yourself, if you truly want to increase the happiness you are experiencing in relationships, or the happiness you are lacking right now, is to ask yourself this: what am I contributing to this relationship? We all know that relationships are two-way streets, and you always hear, 50-50. I put in 50, they put in 50%. Well, truly, a great relationship is you putting in 100%, putting in your heart and soul and taking people and accepting them as they are. And this doesn't have to be that you're committing your life, and this is only true with your soulmate. This could be with people all around you. You're 100% authentic. You're 100% your best self, so that you can contribute everything you can to this relationship. Because I'm sure that you've met people, friends, people that you've really try to establish friendships and relationships with that just shut you off, that just want nothing to do with it. And you know that because they don't contribute anything to the relationship. They don't try. It's always you reaching out to them. And no great thriving relationship or happiness in your relationship can grow from that type of attitude. So make sure that you at least are contributing, because we can't control what other people contribute to us, right? Or everybody would all be friends, right? So we can contribute what we give. So make sure that to people that you want a relationship with, to people that are trying to extend the olive branch to you, that you're willing to give them 100% of your authentic self. There you have it. Those are my questions for you. So what did you think? Leave a comment down below. Tell me which ones you liked, which questions you feel like maybe were off the mark, or maybe questions that you ask yourself. Because happiness in our relationships is huge. If you think about it, it's our relationships that add so much value and joy to our life. So it's critical that we're really honest in these questions, or we're always going to feel like there's some happiness that we're missing out on, because relationships are so important in our lives. So I hope you like this video. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all your support on my channel, AJ Life Hacks, and please, please, please subscribe and hit that bell, because I have one more video coming out on this series of happiness. And if you missed it, make sure you go back and watch my video on how to be happier with yourself and how to be happier with your life right now. So thank you for watching. I appreciate you so much. And of course, I will see you in the next video. So Abbi J out.